Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back again to more esports talk here on the topic of Call of Duty and of course Crimsix and LA OpTic. A lot of stuff we've been talking about over the past couple of days have now really come to fruition, and Crimsix has finally cleared the air on exactly what he meant by those tweets. Now I feel like I need to apologize as well. With my first video, I did assume he was talking about maybe a potential player. I did include Scump in that alongside Hecz, and it seems to be the exact opposite. Now also to kind of defend myself a little bit, I wish he would have clarified earlier, but this post does clarify exactly what went on behind the scenes, and it's very, very shocking. So Crimsix has now shed light onto exactly what happened and why he is out of the future OpTic roster, that being LA OpTic, and that roster potentially now being leaked. Formal alongside TJ, Dashy, Scump. The fifth player is still a bit unknown. It likely will not be Crimsix though, or Karma to play on that team, and they will be off OpTic yet again going forward. Hecz though apparently staying with OpTic as well. So Crimsix did share this tweet last night. I'll read it off for all of you guys, but pretty much if you want to TLDR and skip forward a few seconds, it's pretty much those three guys, TJ, Dashy, apparently informal, teaming up against Crimsix and forcing Seth alongside Hecz into a decision to actually join that team or not. So here it is. As Crimsix does state, 3 people colluded against me towards 2 of my best friends that I've known for over a third of my life. They were given a 3v1 ultimatum to replace me on a team they wanted to have left in the past. 5 years of hard butt work, sorry guys, I can't say that word, helping build a brand that wasn't my own, that I was essentially forced out by other people other than Seth and Hecz. So that's why we think it's going to be TJ, Dashy alongside Formal, who apparently made this ultimatum. As he does continue though, this all happened at midnight. There was an important franchise meeting early the next day. I had about a couple of late night hours to throw together players, salaries, to tell the players, perks, etc. I don't know if the timing was a coincidence or planned, but this is pretty much impossible. Point is, I don't care that they did this, and I'm not complaining. I'm pissed at the fact they didn't give Seth or Hecz a reasonable choice. I didn't even ask Seth to pick between the 2 options. It would have been unfair to him. Without going into detail, it turns out that this was all for nothing too. So that's where we're at, guys. You know, I thought I was confused yesterday, and now I'm even more confused that it's all come to this. It's pretty shocking, especially as an OpTic fan. I'm sure you guys were quite surprised by this as well. An ultimatum of an old friend, and including in that ultimatum versus, you know, the ultimatum given to 2 of his best friends, that being Hecz and Scump, who apparently weren't given a choice in this. I think even more questions are drawn from this, though, about the future of this LA OpTic. I kind of inferred this yesterday. Seemingly, they probably won't have to relocate. Immortal's probably not making this team relocate if they're all going to stay based in the same city no matter what. But we'll see what actually comes to fruition with that plan. Alongside that, though, the thoughts of a future Hecz, right? A future Hecz new org, a new Hecz OpTic. Apparently, those are going to be shut down as well. If this is true, he's going to Immortals just to join his Call of Duty team, which again, you know, is still a great thing, great for viewership, great for that team, as they'll remain somewhat still the former OpTic that we used to know. But that doesn't mean that Hector's now done with his organizational searches, that he's not going to start his own thing. He's not going to join Lee Zybin or Jason Lake or Hastro or anyone else in Texas as well, or maybe start his own org. He's going to join Immortals after all of this. It's weird. For anyone curious though, Crimsix did confirm he is still looking for a team though, although he was not going to be on this team, or is not seemingly going to be on this team even as a sub role, which you got to assume maybe he didn't even want to be a sub role. But it's weird that maybe the offer wasn't out there in the first place. If a roster does get 7 to 10 players, that's probably background talk we need further details on in the future. He still will be looking to sign with a team though, as we have a bunch of leaked rosters by COD Intel. It seems like it's going to be a bit tricky to find a reasonable pick for a lot of known players out there. Crimsix could be one of them. On top of that, now kind of a TLDR for the entire video, guys. We have an ultimatum being put on Hecz and Scump to whether or not to choose this team or lose this team. Apparently, TJ, Dashy, and Formal wanted to play together with Scump, and well, Scump wasn't really given much of a choice. Do I blame the guy? I don't know if you really can in this instance. I don't know if we know enough details to ever blame someone in this instance. You definitely do feel bad for a guy like Crimsix, though, as going forward, the new OpTic that we will come to know, and hopefully some of us will come to love, is going to be different. It's not going to have Karma, most likely, or Crimsix on that roster. They'll bring back Formal and maybe a new 5th as well alongside them, and apparently Hecz will be joining them and not going off and making his new organization, which I'm sure I'll have a video here on sometime soon as well, about the future of Hecz Rodriguez apparently not being with a new organization. It will be with Immortals Gaming Club. Until next time, guys, breaking down esports and gaming news here all day long. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.